Hello everyone, hope this video will finds you all in a good health. So guys, today we are going to discuss regarding the key components of immunity. In our previous lecture of immunity, we have discussed something regarding the innate and adaptive immunity. That are the two basic types of immunity. Now we will see which are the components that will maintain your innate and adaptive immunity. So guys, first we will start with innate immunity components. You know very well that innate immunity is a natural immunity and it's a very non-specific immunity. It is the first line defense of our immune system and it doesn't need any antigen exposure. So basically there are 7 components of innate immunity, starting with epithelial barrier. The first one is epithelial barrier. Then second one is phagocytic cells. Especially if you have heard something regarding neutrophils and phagocytic cell like that of macrophage. The neutrophils and macrophage are the two important phagocytic cell that will do the function of phagocytosis, which will help in killing the bacteria, viruses, etc. Alright. Third one is dendritic cell, which is the antigen presenting cell. The dendritic cell is an antigen presenting cell. Fourth one is natural killer cell, which is a type of T cell. The fifth component of innate immunity is a plasma protein, which consists of lung surfactant, C-reactive protein, and main important one is complement system. Alright. Sixth component of innate immunity is a innate lymphoid cell, and the seventh one is pattern recognition receptor. Among which guys, today we will discuss innate lymphoid cells, dendritic cell and epithelial barrier. Rest of the components will be included in the another lecture. Alright. Now which are the components of adaptive immunity? We know very well that adaptive immunity is a totally opposite to that of innate immunity. The adaptive immunity is a very highly specific and it need an antigen exposure to come into the action. It's a highly specific immunity and it acquired later on in the life after birth. It is not present since birth. This immunity is present since birth while adaptive is after the birth. And basically guys, there are 4 components of adaptive immunity that consist of B cell, T cell, major histocompatibility complex and the natural killer cell, among which this B cell will do the function of antibody production. T cell mediates its action by T helper cell, natural killer cell, CD8 cell, etc. And it acts in a many ways. We will discuss regarding the T cell and B cell later on in some another lecture. These two components will also be covered in some another lecture. Just now for this short tutorial you have to remember that there are 4 components of adaptive immunity. Alright. Now we will see the epithelial barrier component of innate immunity. So guys, our skin epithelium, then gastrointestinal epithelium and respiratory epithelium provide you a barrier and it acts as a barrier to prevent the entry of organisms into our body. Basically these epithelial cells, suppose this is your lining epithelium of respiratory or GI epithelium, right? This epithelial cell will produce a defensin and this defensin is having the antimicrobial action. So first way of acting of epithelial barrier is by production of defensin. Okay, alright. Now below the epithelium you have the lamina propria. Alright. You have the lamina propria in which you have the abundant lymphocytic cells. In lamina propria in the epithelium you have the lymphocytes that will help in fight with the microorganisms. So epithelial barrier will act in these two way. Alright. Now guys, we will talk regarding the dendritic cell. See guys, these dendritic cells are present in our most of tissue and especially it is present in epithelium and the lymphoid organs. This dendritic cell will do the function of antigen presentation. So we can say that guys, T cell will act only if the antigen peptides are presented to the T lymphocyte by this dendritic cell. So the dendritic cell will present the antigen to the T cell to do the further action. So that is the main important, we can say that it's a main important cell, immune cell in our body. All right, now we will see what is innate lymphoid cells. So guys, this ILC means innate lymphoid cells are tissue resident lymphocytes. They are the lymphocytes that are present in tissue. And guys, these lymphocytes doesn't have antigen receptor. So as the antigen receptors are not present, they can't respond to the antigen. So we can say that this lymphocyte is not activated by antigen, but they are activated by the cytokines and the mediators that are produced at the site of damage. Because of tissue damage, the certain cytokines and inflammatory mediators will be released, and that will activate this innate lymphoid cell. They are not activated by antigen exposure. All right, now in this diagram you can see the whole components of natural immunity or innate immunity. The first one is epithelial barrier, then phagocytic cells, then dendritic cells, natural killer cell, and obviously a complement system. All right, the main components of adaptive immunity are the T lymphocytes and the B lymphocytes. The B lymphocyte is getting converted into plasma cell, and they will produce the antibody whenever needed in our body. So the antibody production is because of B cell, while the T cell is getting activated by the action of dendritic cells, and later on the activated T lymphocyte can do their function, which we will see in some another lecture, that how the complex mechanism happening in our body after the T lymphocyte activation. All right, so guys, this is all about the key components of immunity. In our next lecture we will talk in the detail, somewhat detail regarding the immunity. Thank you very much and see you soon in the next video.